First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadash. Second, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS to do rule well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth, where Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has placed you at. Shalom to you, Akim, out there, risking your life and your freedom. The preacher's gospel and this good news, the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, via highways and byways, or via the internet. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to you, confusion of face Israelites that are out there, that are like the members of the nation, but your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And if your spirit can receive it, you're an Israelite. So shalom to you. And shalom to you sincere Aguas out there, you sincere women that do learn and subscribe. And shalom to you few children that come across the channels and you learn and subscribe and you've receive edification as well. Okay, so shalom to you. All right, this is the brother Micah from the tribe of Judah 144. You know, Aparat Zot, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying. You know, because at the end of the day, that's all it's about. You know, edifying the elect. Okay, giving the elect a sense of mind. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21 on down. Okay, and why today's lesson is going to be based about this, because the words that Ezekiel was speaking, these are things that's coming to pass right now, okay? And then you have somehow people mentally they think like that, all right? I'm just gonna like I said, I'm just gonna get a little bit of this. From 21, I'm just gonna read the whole entire thing going down. And like I said, Aparat Zot, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is Ezekiel, okay, verse 21. And the words of Yahawah came into me saying. All right, this is Ezekiel talking. Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision failed? Okay. All right. Because you hear that a lot. Oh, y'all been saying that for years. That's supposed to happen when my mother and them was living in their generation. Well, it wasn't meant to happen at that time. You know, we don't work on a time frame that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi works on, okay? He's going to do something in his time when it's meant, when he wanted to be done, okay? And then you have men that have visions and see things happening, but you'll have people that call that day off, like, oh, well, what about this that you've seen? Why didn't it happen yet? Why didn't it happen yet? See, because they lack knowledge. They don't know how Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi works. They don't know the Most High gives his men visions, you know, of things that's to come. All right, just because you don't receive judgment right then and there, don't mean it's not going to come. All right, not to jump off topic, but think about the days of Noah. Okay, as it was said, Noah was prophesizing for 100 years. All right, that's a long time to be out there contemplating with your people, telling them it's going to rain. All right, telling them destruction is going to be brought, but they didn't believe. All right, they didn't believe at all. But when did they believe? When that rain came from the sky, when the clouds opened. All right. And they seen that rain, all right, then they believe, all right? And that's how it's going to be in these days, all right? It's going to take drastic measures to happen to a lot of Israelites, okay, for others to believe, you know, okay? Verse 23, tell them therefore, thus saith Yahawah thy power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. Okay? For they shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divinity within the house of Israel. Okay? So locking for that. For I am Yahawah, and I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. All right. So when Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi says something's going to happen, it's going to come to pass. All right. We're living in the time period when the words of this Bible are coming to pass. All right. When he says that men's hearts is going to fail them for fear, that's going to happen. When he says he's going to make a man precious and fine gold, that's going to happen. When he said that you're going to have Israelites out here eating their children for the lack of food, it's going to happen. All right, and that may sound far-fetched, eating your children, but you know what? You got to think about it back then. If you read the book of Kings and everything, back then, when King Zedekiah was in power, wasn't it a famine at that time? Okay? It was a famine in the land, a bad famine. You know, you had people eating anything. Okay, you have accounts, all right, in the Bible when a woman, two women were contemplating about who's going to boil and cook their children. All right, it's in there, and it's written for our. It's written so we can learn from it. Okay, and I'll provide this out before this lesson is over with. You know, if it's still on my mind, you know, then I should be able to get it. Okay, because I don't want to jump off the topic or anything. I'm just using it for an example. Okay. For I am Yahawah, and I will speak, and the words that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be, it shall no be, Salakim, it shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the words, and I will perform it, saith Yahawah thy power. And against the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi came into be saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he see is for many days to come. And he prophesies of the times that are far off. And that's what reminds me of how our people is now. You know, they're like, oh, man, that's going to happen years from now. Yeah, that ain't going to happen in my lifetime. Okay? And you know what? It is going to happen in your lifetime. All right? Okay? It wasn't meant for Big Mama, you know, pop. You know, it wasn't meant for them to receive that. All right, this is a new generation. This generation here is the generation. It's the same as generation. The same people that disrespected and ridiculed the Lord Yahawashi. Okay, and one more thing, the names, man. I gotta stress that out. I can't stress it out enough. Those names are important. Okay, the names of Yahawah, who the world ignorantly calls God, and what I mean by ignorantly, unknowing. Okay. Bahasham, which means in the name. Yahawashi is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Because J's didn't exist back then. Alright? J's didn't exist in back then in that time period. Okay? J's didn't come into existence till I think 1700s. Okay? So if you had the 1500s and the 1400s, the 1311, what was his name then? It couldn't have been, it couldn't have started with a J. All right? Again, the words, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi came to me saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision he see is for many days to come. Okay? That's how they do. They mark and scoff like, oh man, you know, you have brothers that have visions, and you have motherfuckers that talk shit behind them like, oh, that ain't gonna happen, man. He's a bug out. He's talking silly. He's talking crazy. Okay? All right? But you know, this is what the Most High said. For in the days, O rebellious house, I will say the word, and I will perform it, saith Yahawah thy power. Okay? All right? He will perform these things that these men are saying. He will perform these things that we're speaking, you know, according to the words of the scriptures. All right? These are not my words. These are the words of the Most High. All right? Okay? Therefore say unto them, thus saith Yahawah thy power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith Yahawah thy power. Okay? These things are going to happen. All right? Regardless if you like it or not. Regardless if you don't want to hear about the Lord coming back. It doesn't matter. He's still coming back. Okay? Just because you don't believe it, just because you don't want to hear it, oh, y'all, you think the Lord, like, oh, they don't believe, so I'm not going to come back, and I'm just going to wait for all the Israelites to wake up. No, hell no. He's coming back to receive the elect. What are you going to do? And this is a real sincere question out here for the non-believers. What are you going to do when the Lord does come back? When you see Yahawashi come back? Okay? So locking for that, I had a phone call I had to take. But back to the lesson. Therefore, say unto them, thus saith Yahawah thy power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore. Okay? The words of the Most High, man, is not going to be prolonged. Okay? He has held his peace for too long. Okay, so now it's the time for him to open up the floodgates. Okay, open up his armory. Let y'all people see and know he exists. All right, the one that you so ignorantly calls God, his name is Yahawah. All right, and he has a son named Yahawashi. All right, you feel me? Because it's our duty as watchmen to report the things that's happening and to let our people know. All right, I could be put to death for speaking the wrong thing. You know, and that's not the way I want to go. I don't want to speak anything wrongly, especially when it pertains to this truth. Okay, I try to dedicate 100% of my life to this truth. Okay, and to save others, save any other brother, because you have a lot of new people that's coming to this. All right, so that's why those names are so important. It's gonna, man, I'll tell you, man. You got some brothers out here, man, that's gonna receive some spiritual powers like like no other, man. Okay, because they held fast and they believed in Yahawashi, and they called upon those names. There's no reason for you to know the names and you calling on another DNT or something like that. There's only one. All right, there's only one that liveth. Okay. So, you have a lot of people out here that's counting the day of the Lord, man. They're counting that day off, okay? They're counting all these different things in the Bible that say it's going to have famine, wars, pestilence, and all that. We already had these things that's happening. You have wars that's about to break off. You have famine. Believe it or not, they're already saying 2021 is going to be like biblical, okay? And if you look in the Bible, those famines were terrible. They were so bad that people had to leave out of the lands, all right? When there's a famine in the land, Abraham had to leave. Okay? All the different aspects of when there was a famine, Bahasham always got the person or the people that he's dealing with away from that. Okay? So it goes to show who he loves. At the end of the day, it's all about the Israelites. Okay? And I know sometimes they might, Esau got his hands on his Bible and he might decode the word and put it, they or the people and shit to make it seem like it's talking about all the people that exist in the world. No, it's just talking about an individual, a group of individuals. Okay? Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, man. Okay? Believe it or not. Okay? No matter how much, this place tries to and fluctuate money, man, Babylon can't be healed, man. This place won't be healed. Alright? So I'll provide the Zot, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. I hope you learned something new from it. Okay, just know, man, the day of the Lord is not going to be counted off. If Yahawashi say he's going to do something, it's going to happen. Okay? All the things you hear from the elders and apostles of GMS on down speak of, those things are going to happen. Alright? And they're going to happen when you least expect it. But us, as grounded in this truth, we're not going to get caught off guard. Like if the Yahawashi was to come back tomorrow, we wouldn't get caught off guard because we were waiting for him to come. Millions and thousands and hundreds of thousands and billions of people would get caught off guard. Yeah, but the elect wouldn't. Because the elect is grounded and the elect know that these things are going to come to pass. The elect know that the Lord is not holding his tongue anymore. The elect know that that Yahawah is giving the okay. Okay? The elect is being sealed. And very soon, people on this planet Earth is going to know what fear is. Okay? It's not a huge amount of fear out there for the Most High. Oh, but very soon it will be. Okay? Because you're going to see things that's going to blow your mind. Different spirits, admirations, man. Yeah. And you have the men in the highways and byways and on social media right now while we still able to prophesy, until Esau comes down hard. Okay, so you need to get this truth and stop counting the days of the Lord off, because it could come anytime. We don't know when it's going to come. What's so crazy? Yahawashi doesn't even know when he's coming back. Okay, so how deep is that? Only the Heavenly Father. So that can be any time. Any time that can happen. Okay? So don't prolong this getting this truth. Get this knowledge while you can. Okay? Because Yahweh's not holding back his peace anymore. He's letting things that he said is going to happen, he's letting them be done. Okay? If there's something that he gave to a prophet 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, it's happening now. Okay? And there's going to be things that's going to happen. All right? Division among men, love for many is going to wax strong. That's already happening. Okay? You feel me? The mirth is being taken away. So, the body, Bahasham Yahawashi for that. And this place is going to be destroyed. And another thing that's going to happen, this place is going to be destroyed with nuclear destruction. So how about that? What are you markers and scoffers going to do when you see those nuclear missiles coming down? Are you going to believe them? It's going to be too late. All right? So give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that do well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has placed you at. This is the brother Micah from the tribe of Judah 144. Just coming at you with another quick lesson. Operate the Zot, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying. And, I think that's it. That's pretty much it. All right, till the next time. Shalom.